Remember that day? The moment when you first noticed something wasn't right? Perhaps it was subtle at first. A missed opportunity with your wife. An unexpected failure in the bedroom. That crushing feeling when your confidence began to crack. I've spoken with thousands of men just like you who remember that exact moment when their manhood first betrayed them. The confusion, the shame, the desperate search for answers that followed. Today I'm going to share something that the pharmaceutical companies have been trying to keep quiet. A simple solution that's been right under your nose this entire time. One natural food that, when added to your morning routine, has helped countless men in their 60s and 70s reclaim the vitality and performance they thought was lost forever. By the end of this video, you'll understand why this overlooked breakfast edition is transforming the lives of men across America, and how it might just change yours too. But first, let me ask you something personal. Have you been told that declining performance is just part of getting older? That you should accept it and move on? That expensive prescriptions or risky surgeries are your only options? If so, you've been lied to, and it's time you knew the truth. My name is Dr. Michael Harrison. For over 30 years, I've specialized in men's health and natural vitality restoration. I've watched as the medical establishment pushed pills and procedures while ignoring the fundamental causes of declining male performance. I've seen the disappointment in men's eyes when these expensive solutions failed them, and I've dedicated my career to finding a better way. What I'm about to share with you isn't based on some trendy new research. It's grounded in ancient wisdom, now validated by modern science. This discovery came to me while studying the diets of communities where men routinely maintain strong performance well into their 80s and even 90s. Places where erectile dysfunction and low libido are practically unheard of. Places where men don't need little blue pills to maintain their dignity and masculinity. Think about your grandfather's generation for a moment. Did they struggle with the same epidemic of male performance issues we see today? Of course not. Because their diets hadn't yet been corrupted by the processed foods and hidden chemicals that are systematically destroying your manhood. They ate real food. And one food in particular stood out in my research. But before I reveal this potency-restoring superfood, you need to understand what's really happening inside your body. The real reason your performance has declined isn't simply because you're getting older. Age is just a number. The true culprit is a chain reaction occurring within your body right now. It starts with inflammation, the hidden epidemic that's silently damaging the delicate blood vessels responsible for proper blood flow to your reproductive organs. Without adequate blood flow, even the strongest desire can't lead to satisfactory performance. And what causes this inflammation? The processed foods, environmental toxins, and stress that have become unavoidable parts of modern life. Second, your testosterone levels have likely plummeted over the past decades. Did you know that the average 60-year-old man today has nearly 30% less testosterone than men of the same age just 50 years ago? This isn't natural. It's the result of endocrine-disrupting chemicals in our environment, poor sleep habits, and nutritional deficiencies that nobody is warning you about. Finally, and perhaps most critically, your nitric oxide production has dramatically decreased. Never heard of nitric oxide? That's not surprising. Despite being named Molecule of the Year by the scientific community, few doctors discuss its crucial role in male performance. Nitric oxide is the molecule that relaxes blood vessels, increasing blood flow to exactly where you need it most. Without sufficient nitric oxide, achieving and maintaining an erection becomes nearly impossible, regardless of your desire or testosterone levels. The pharmaceutical companies know all this. They understand exactly what's happening to your body. But instead of addressing these root causes, they've created temporary band-aids that treat the symptoms while keeping you dependent on their expensive products. All while your underlying condition continues to worsen. I remember James, a 67-year-old patient who came to my clinic after spending thousands on prescriptions that were working less and less effectively. "Doc," he told me, "I feel like less of a man. My wife says it doesn't matter, but I see the disappointment in her eyes. I'm afraid she'll look elsewhere. And honestly, I wouldn't blame her." His story broke my heart because I knew he didn't need more pills. He needed to address the fundamental issues we just discussed. Now, imagine for a moment what your life would be like if you could turn back the clock. If you could recapture that confidence, that readiness, that reliability you had in your younger years. Picture the look of surprise and delight on your partner's face. Imagine never having to make excuses or feel that crushing disappointment again. This isn't a fantasy. For James and thousands of men like him, it's become reality through one simple change to their morning routine. So what is this powerful food that can help reverse years of declining performance? What natural miracle has helped so many of my patients regain their confidence and vitality without expensive medications or embarrassing doctor visits? It's the humble beetroot. Yes, you heard me correctly. This deep red root vegetable, often overlooked and underappreciated, contains a unique combination of compounds that directly address all three root causes of male performance issues we discussed earlier. First, beetroots are one of nature's most powerful anti-inflammatory foods. They contain betalains, unique antioxidants that have been shown to reduce inflammation throughout the body, including in those critical blood vessels that control blood flow to your reproductive organs. Second, beetroots help optimize testosterone production by providing essential nutrients like boron, magnesium, and vitamin C that are required for healthy hormone levels. While they won't spike your testosterone overnight, they provide the building blocks your body needs to naturally restore proper hormone balance. But most importantly, beetroots are nature's richest source of dietary nitrates, which your body converts directly into nitric oxide, that critical molecule responsible for dilating blood vessels and increasing blood flow. In fact, studies have shown that consuming beetroot juice can increase nitric oxide levels in the blood by up to 400% within hours. Now, I can almost hear your skepticism through the screen. A simple vegetable? Really? That's your big secret? I understand. I was skeptical too when I first discovered the research, but the evidence became too compelling to ignore. A landmark study published in the Journal of Applied Physiology found that men who consumed beetroot juice experienced significantly improved blood flow throughout their bodies, including to the genital region. Another study in the Nitric Oxide Journal demonstrated that regular beetroot consumption substantially lowered blood pressure by relaxing blood vessels, the exact same mechanism required for healthy erectile function. But perhaps most convincing were the results I saw in my own clinic. When I began recommending a morning beetroot regimen to my patients, the results were nothing short of remarkable. Men who had resigned themselves to a life of declining performance were suddenly experiencing renewed vigor. Marriages on the brink of collapse were rejuvenated. The confidence that had been stripped away by years of disappointment gradually returned. Take Richard, for instance. At 72, he had all but given up. Multiple prescriptions had failed him, and his urologist was suggesting invasive surgical options. After just 3 weeks on my beetroot protocol, he called my office in tears. "Doc," he said, "last night was like turning back the clock 20 years. My wife thought I had taken double my medication. She couldn't believe it when I told her it was just beets." Or consider William, 65, who had become so demoralized by his performance issues that he'd developed depression and was on multiple medications. 6 weeks after adding beetroot to his morning routine, he not only regained his confidence in the bedroom, but was able to work with his doctor to reduce his antidepressant dosage. "I feel like a man again," he told me. "I didn't realize how much my self-worth was tied to my performance until I got it back." Now, I know what you're thinking. If beetroot is so effective, why isn't every doctor recommending it? Why aren't there commercials about beetroot during every football game instead of endless ads for expensive prescriptions? The answer is simple and unfortunate. There's no money in it. You can buy beetroots for a few dollars at any grocery store. You don't need a prescription. There are no patents, no huge markups, no recurring monthly bills. The pharmaceutical industry makes billions each year from men's performance issues. They have no incentive to promote a natural solution that costs pennies a day. But the truth is, you don't need their pills. You don't need their approval. And you certainly don't need to accept declining performance as just part of getting older. Nature has provided a solution, and now you have the knowledge to use it. So, how exactly should you incorporate beetroot into your morning routine for maximum benefit? This is crucial because the timing and preparation methods significantly impact the results. First, raw is better than cooked when it comes to preserving the nitrates and enzymes that make beetroot so effective for male performance. Cooking destroys some of these compounds, reducing the benefits substantially. Second, your body converts dietary nitrates to nitric oxide most efficiently in the morning, on an empty stomach. This is why adding beetroot to your breakfast is so much more effective than consuming it later in the day. The simplest and most effective method I recommend to my patients is a morning beetroot smoothie. Take one medium-sized raw beetroot, washed and peeled. Cut it into chunks and blend it with a small apple for sweetness, a squeeze of lemon juice to preserve the nitrates, and enough water to reach your desired consistency. Drink this immediately after preparation, before your regular breakfast, for maximum absorption. For those who find the taste of beetroot too earthy, there's another effective option. Beetroot powder, now available in most health food stores, provides the same benefits in a more convenient form. 1 tablespoon mixed with water or added to your regular smoothie delivers a concentrated dose of those performance-enhancing compounds. Whichever method you choose, consistency is key. The nitric oxide boosting effects of beetroot peak about 2 to 3 hours after consumption and then gradually decline. By making this a daily morning ritual, you maintain optimal nitric oxide levels throughout the day, which accumulate over time to restore your natural function. Now, I want to be completely transparent with you. Will you notice results after just one beetroot breakfast? Probably not. Your body needs time to reduce inflammation, rebuild nitric oxide pathways, and optimize hormone production. Most of my patients begin noticing improvements within 2 to 3 weeks, with the full benefits becoming apparent after 6 to 8 weeks of consistent use. This isn't a quick fix or an instant solution. It's something better, a natural, sustainable approach to restoring your body's innate capabilities. An approach that addresses causes rather than symptoms. An approach that gets more effective over time rather than less. An approach that comes without side effects, without dependency, and without that sense of shame that accompanies prescription solutions. Some of my patients combine beetroot with other natural male enhancers for even more dramatic results. Citrulline, found in watermelons. Pycnogenol, derived from pine bark. Korean red ginseng. Each of these natural compounds works synergistically with beetroot, enhancing its effects and accelerating your recovery. If you're interested in my complete protocol, stay to the end of this video where I'll tell you how to access it. But even on its own, beetroot represents a revolution in natural male enhancement, a return to the wisdom that modern medicine has overlooked in its rush to medicate every aspect of aging. A recognition that your body hasn't forgotten how to perform. It just needs the right nutritional support to do what it naturally knows how to do. I've seen the transformation in hundreds of men, the renewed confidence, the strengthened relationships, the return of that spark that makes a man feel truly alive. And now, it's your turn. Imagine waking up a month from now, feeling that morning readiness you thought was gone forever. Picture the confidence of knowing your body will respond when the moment is right. Think about the pride of solving this problem naturally, without becoming dependent on expensive prescriptions or risky procedures. All of this is possible. All of this is within your reach. And it starts with one simple addition to your morning routine. But I must warn you about something important. There will be voices trying to convince you that this approach is too simple to be effective. Your doctor, trained by a system that prioritizes pharmaceuticals over nutrition, may be skeptical. Friends who have resigned themselves to chemical assistance may discourage you from trying something different. Don't let them steal this opportunity from you. Don't let their limitations become yours. You have nothing to lose by trying this natural approach and everything to gain: your confidence, your performance, your manhood itself. I've dedicated my career to helping men reclaim what rightfully belongs to them: the ability to perform naturally, confidently, without dependency on the medical establishment. This simple beetroot protocol has transformed the lives of thousands of men who had been told their best days were behind them. Men who had been made to feel that declining performance was just the price of growing older. Men just like you. Remember, the power to change your situation lies not in a prescription bottle, but in the choices you make each morning, in the natural foods you provide to your body, in your willingness to try a different approach when the conventional wisdom has failed you. The beetroot protocol I've shared with you today is just the beginning. There's so much more to know about natural male enhancement, about restoring your body's innate capabilities, about reclaiming the confidence that is rightfully yours. That's why I've created a comprehensive guide, the Natural Vitality Protocol for Men Over 60, that expands on everything we've discussed today. It includes my complete beetroot protocol, additional natural enhancers that work synergistically with beetroot, specific timing recommendations to maximize effectiveness, and success stories from men who have transformed their lives using these methods. Don't miss our next video appearing on your screen right now. Click on the card and discover even more powerful techniques to restore your masculine vitality naturally. You've taken the first step by watching this video. Now continue your journey to complete restoration by clicking that link. Your future self and your partner will thank you. Remember, age is just a number. Your best days aren't behind you. They're still ahead, and they begin with the choice you make tomorrow morning. The choice to reclaim your manhood naturally and confidently. I look forward to hearing your success story soon.